Oh, ow. Yeah, so you like to put your underwear wipe down. Wipe it down. All righty. Oh, so that was on the. Oh, uh-oh. So that was. So the white part, blue on the next side. All right. So that's what we got, right? White is blue. Hey, hey. Good evening. Good evening. How is everybody? Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody doing? Doing a little repair on my. Not cooperating too well. Ended up blowing them. So I had these. I picked these old legacy tweeters up, man, from an audio guy I used to deal with, and what I failed to realize back then were these are 4-ohm speakers. So this is a 8-ohm. These are 8-ohm speakers here. So what I failed to realize is I replaced a 8-ohm high pass tweeter with a 4-ohm high pass tweeter, and over time, by the impedance being incorrect, it ended up actually burning the tweeter up on both speakers. So I actually got me a set of 8-ohm Motorola piezo tweeters now for high pass rather than these 4-ohms. So, and these are rated for 500 watts a piece, which is a shame. So these things, they sound great, but these are more for car audio instead of home stereo. So yeah. So yep. Needless to say, they didn't last too long, and I ended up frying them. All right, that's in. Set the speaker sub right down here. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. These are some old school Sony SSU 1250s. Dual 8-inch woofer. Trying to get my sounds back, man. Trying to get my sound back. Car audio and home audio was first thing that I took a big liking to. Music is music is a huge part of me, and I have my dad to thank for that. He was big time in the music too. So I ended up picking up the trait. As a matter of fact, hold on, I'm messing up. Oh, as a matter of fact, I inherited his Kingsland studio monitors. And there's my other Sony up top. I got to replace that one too. You see that legacy tweeter that's in there? That's how I used to have them. And I kind of don't like the way they look because I had to actually mount the tweeter on the backside of the cabinet face because the magnet was so big. Check it out. So the magnet is huge on these legacies. So the magnet is huge on these. These are actually called Q Power, but Legacy makes a tweeter that looks just like this. But hey, what's up, man? Oh, what's up, lady? I'm sorry. Yep. How you doing today? My favorite color? I have a few. What's yours? Yep, but yeah, the reason why I had to actually put this on, see, this one is mounted on the face of it. This is mounted on the face of it, how it's supposed to be. It looks a whole lot better. This one, I had to actually take the woofer out, put it inside of the cabinet, and then screw it down that way because of the simple fact the magnet wouldn't fit through the port. So I had to do it that way. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm just putting new high pass tweeters in my old speakers here. I gotta do that one now. So, but yeah, these are my dad's old school Kingsland studio monitors. You know, and I'm into old school equipment, car stereo and home stereo stuff. So aside from cars, before I got into cars, this was my first love, as you could say. so so yep, this is the first for me. So I'm gonna set y'all down here for a second while I go set this thing up. Yeah, trying to find a spot to put y'all so y'all can see everything. Hold on 1 second. Oh. Yes, they do. All of them have built-in crossovers. These four and the ones up top also have built-in crossovers. They got base blockers, resistors, capacitors, all that stuff. So basically, you don't overpower or send any base signals to your high pass. So actually, the bigger speakers, the Kingsland studio monitors, I put new crossovers in them when I replaced all the speakers in them, which that was a long time ago, man. I was probably still in my teens when I replaced all the speakers in these cabinets. So so yeah, so the crossovers are still good, but I have to replace the speakers because they got worn out, man. Because I still do. I play these speakers hard. Right now I'm using an Optimus. I think it's a STA 3500. I got an old school realistic equalizer there. I got some more equipment in the attic. Sounds really good on this Optimus, but I had a Yamaha CR 1060 with the it was a receiver with integrated amp and all, and that thing rocked. So um I'm trying to find parts for that particular amplifier right now. So this is the amplifier I'm running now. I bought this thing when I was a teenager, working at a restaurant, saved my money and bought it brand new from Radio Shack when they were still in business. It's an STA 3500. And then this is the EQ I'm running, the old school realistic. My dad, my dad owned that back before I was born. So, um, so yeah, man. Yep. Oh yeah. Give me a second while I take Yeah, Techniques is good, man. That's a really, really good. That company is awesome. So my dad has a Techniques turntable. I actually have a old school Technique dual cassette deck, like one of the first ones to come out with. Um, I had one of them, and yeah, definitely rocks the house for sure. All right, see, I'm gonna put y'all there for a second. Uh, y'all there for a split second. Hang. Trying to get y'all in a spot where y'all have much. There we go. Y'all put y'all kind of like over there. Hey man, yeah, oh yeah, man. When I had this set up, hold on, get my microphone so y'all can hear me. So when I had this set up, when I was living with my parents, back when I was a teen, and my dad handed these speakers down to me, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I used to get on their nerves so bad, so bad, dude, so bad, so bad. They used to be like, "Can you please turn that down?" I'm like, "But it sounds so good when it's loud." So, so yeah, man, it's been a big part of me for years. Um, Huge part of me for years. So, negative. Yep. Old school. Love some old school equipment. If I can't find any parts for my old, back to that story. So I got an old, like I said, I got an old CR 1060 amplifier in the attic, and I took it apart to blow some dust out of it, and something happened, and it took out some of the interior lights in there. And I was trying to fix it, and I don't know what happened, but one or two of the capacitors popped, and I have not been able to find those capacitors ever since. So I told myself if I could not find the capacitors that I was looking for, then I was just going to find another amp that was equivalent to that one that I had because I liked it so much. Can't remember how this went. I guess that's right. Yeah, I said I was just going to go ahead and I was going to find another amplifier that was close to that one. So yep. Oh, can't quite get this like I want it. I think think that's it. I want to say that was how I had it. It's so hard to get the pitch on these things right sometimes. Guessing that's right. Got to make sure the sound fires off correctly. Oh, yeah. So now, come back here and take this one loose. Okay, so we got which one of these is it's positive, right? Yes. White is positive. Solid is negative. So white is positive on this one. All right. Yep. It don't take much to annoy people with big sound stuff. Especially this stuff I got in here, man. Like I used to have when I lived in my old house, I had a neighbor. That's when my other amplifier was working good. And they used to always come knock on the door. Man, can you turn that bass down just a little bit? Okay. All right. If anyone's curious, that's what the inside of all 4 of these studio monitors look like. So you got, yo, Craig, what up? So you got 3-inch Motorola piezo tweeters on a high pass, 4x10 mid-range horn, and a 15-inch woofer. That's the old school crossovers. I put new ones on the inside of the cabinet. Yep. Craig, what up, dude? Getting ready to pull this bad boy apart. Oh. Yes, sir. That's how I do it, man. Old school only. New school shit ain't got nothing on this. Not at all. Not at all. I'm trying to put y'all in a good spot. Try back here. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, man. That's all I'm into is old school shit. Do they make? Yeah, they make stuff nowadays that sound just as good as this stuff. But man, I'm just an advocate of old school shit like this. Love it. So it's been a part of me for a while. That's cool, Craig. You ain't watching no football? You ain't working on nothing, man? Oh. Hold this down. Put you on this side. Over here. All right. All right, so now let's take loose. Take loose this thing. Yeah, it's crazy. I had to put these. See how this is recessed inside? I had to put this thing in from the bottom. All because that magnet would not fit through that hole, through that port. So I wasn't going to open it up more because I knew eventually if these speakers did go out, I was going to try to find something close to what was already in there. So Craig, something wrong with you, homie. You know what? I always knew that you weren't a normal person. I always try to give you the benefit of the doubt. watch sports. I would never do this again. Pain. Could be worse. Could be much worse, for sure. Could be much worse. Just glad that screws ain't super tight. Probably vibrate loose over time. Wow, I used to play this stuff. Oh, damn, Craig, I didn't know you was a hockey fan. 2 minutes for high sticking. 2 minutes for high sticking. Craig, was you a high sticker? You won't, you weren't hitting people with illegal stuff, were you? Oh, shoot, let me plug this phone back up before I don't be talking to y'all at all. Yep, I figured I'd get this going. All right. I don't know if I can hold this. I'm gonna hold it right here. So I'm just replacing the high pass tweeters, getting rid of these car dome tweeters that are only 4 ohms and putting the original 8 ohm Motorola's back in here. That's all. But I have rebuilt, like for I had a set of 15s in my car right now, still as we speak. I rebuilt the I put new surrounding stuff on them. Some speakers they still make kits for. You can buy the cone kit, voice cool, all that stuff. I like it, man. I man, when I learned how to do that, I was like, shit, that's cool stuff. Then I was putting like different surround on speakers that didn't belong on stuff, kind of make them a little bit stronger when they flex. So it's amazing how far shits came with that, rebuilding speakers and stuff. There we go. Oh, yeah, that daggone tweeter. Yep. Yeah, Craig, this one was in there. Sorry, y'all. I got a phone call. Got a phone call. Let's see. Uh-oh. I can't remember. Red. Black. All right. Put that over there for a minute. So I can... Which one was which? Well, that's a no-brainer. Black. So, okay, cool. So now I have to spin it over. Cool. Red. All right. Yeah, man. I'm able to put moderate weight on the foot in the boot, but they're still not releasing me to go back quite yet until I'm 100% weight bearing. Right now, I'm only like 50%. So by me only being 50%, you know what I'm saying? They don't want me to, overstress it, and then mess something up, so they want to make sure that I'm 100% before I go back. So I I still got doctor's appointments lined out. And my physical therapy is still running. So, but yeah, I ain't milking nothing, man. It's what the surgeon recommends. You know, because my foot still swells and stuff like that. It still has inflammation in it. So I mean, if I damage something in there while being swollen, I could fuck some shit up, and I don't want to do that. I need my I need my foot back 100%. I don't want to rush back, and the doctor's not gonna let me. He don't recommend me to do that. So the heel bone is pretty serious because that's how you balance. Then you gotta walk on it. So yeah, I'm hoping so too, dude. Hope so too. Cause yeah, I've been out for a minute, but it's all good. Workman's comp is compensating me for being out. So yeah, yep. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Could have been worse. So I'm just thankful for that. Red, go there. Positive, and this is negative. Blue is negative. Okay. Yep. Yeah, dude. Oh, hell with that. Yeah, you nuts. I ain't working in no cast. You can hang that shit all the way up. Because the thing about it is, bro, like if you get hurt while you're on a job, the first thing they're gonna say is, well, you came back to work, so now we can't, we ain't gonna be able to cover you. And I ain't trying to hear that. Not at all. So I'm gonna do what's right, and I come first. So if I don't feel like I'm ready, I ain't ready. Oh yeah, no worky, no money. You're right. But see, you probably broke your ankle on your own time. No, this happened while I was actually working on the clock. So that's the big difference. That's the big difference. That is a huge difference. Yep. Trust me, I didn't wish for this. I didn't wish for this. I did not wish for this. It just things happen in life, man. So definitely didn't wish for this. Trust me, this is not the vacation I ever planned. Or I would ever plan. Ever. But sometimes, man upstairs has got different plans for you. You know what I mean? So, hey, here's what it is right now. Ain't soldering nothing, boy. I was doing this when you was swimming in the womb, son. If you know how to tie a wire, around a terminal, boy, you don't need no solder. You know how many years I done had speakers like that? They ain't never coming loose. But if I had the terminals, them small terminals to do that, yeah, I'd have done it. But I don't have a small terminal. All I got is the big ones. So it's all good. It's all good, man. Hey Craig, how you like this old chemo drill? This is a Amazon chemo drill. I've had this thing for I don't know how long, man. It's a great drill. Craig, what you mean kids these days? Crazy. I know, Craig. I know you ain't talking. I could bust you on a whole lot of stuff, son. I could bust you on a whole lot of stuff. Make me get skinny jeans on you. Move y'all back a little bit while I get this other screw. Yeah. What you mean pump the brakes? I'm gonna pump your brake, chump. What's wrong with you, Mr. Craig? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pump your brakes, kid. Oh. Yeah. So see, it looks a whole lot better with the new speaker in the top. Yeah. Oh. All right. I wish I could actually play it so y'all could hear it, but I don't want YouTube to be copyrighting me just for a little demo. You know what I mean? Don't want them doing that. Hey Craig, I was seeing something on your YouTube, man. You said you don't like the way the that anti-roll bar worked out on the Mustang. Sorry, I'm shaking y'all all over the death. Man, I got a bunch of them 90s bass tracks. That's all I used to listen to back in the day. Sorry for shaking y'all to death. Yeah. Sorry for shaking y'all. But y'all. So y'all can see that way y'all not shaking to death. Yeah, I got a whole lot of those, Craig. I got a whole buttload of them cassettes. All right, so. All right. Actually, I was listening to one of them the other week in one of my calls. I think it was DJ Magic Mike. Oh man, daggone it. Yeah, DJ Magic Mike was a shit back in the day. Shit, I still like it. But they got all that decaf music now. They changing the frequencies and, you know, the low pass frequencies on a lot of that stuff now. On a lot of regular music and making it sound great. Oh. So make sure that is what we want. Bass, yeah. Bass Bros. All right, trying to make sure I got this thing set right. Hold on for a second. Hold the fort down for 1 minute. All right, that's one. And Make sure I got this one back in the right spot. That's 2. So if you want to see what my initial setup looks like, there we go. All right. Yeah, Craig, I got a bunch of them damn. I got a bunch of those bass cassettes. I sure do. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, these are in there at first. Thought these would be all right, but I was like, man, these things are super loud. Super loud. 500 max power, but it was 4 ohms. That's what screwed me. I got an old Optimus STA 3500. It runs all 6 of these speakers really, really good. But if you driving them hard, man, that amp will start getting hot. It stop getting warm on you. I need to get a little fan and put in on top of the grill and blow on it. And there's my old school realistic equalizer, and on my old school, cassette, and then CD, all that stuff. But I actually got a little adapter where I can actually listen to music through my iPhone now through this old system. So, but yep. Oh, you had one? You had one like that, Mr. Craig. Nice. Where is it at? What'd you do with it? You're supposed to hold on to stuff like that, dude. You're supposed to hold on to that type of stuff. Hey. Yeah, you're supposed to hold on to that, man. Yes, sir.